Guys, it's Karrie Shoes, the Essential Oil Coach. Welcome to the last day of June. Holy smokes. What a heavy day. This is Glow. This is this is the fifth part that we've done all this month. It's about glowing from the inside out, emotionally and internally and physically. And of course, using doTERRA essential oils, which I love. Total geek on that for sure. I love more and more after 12 years of using this what essential oils does for me, whether it's the smell, the way it makes me feel, helps with my food, right? But it also helps with my health. So emotionally, let's just work on that for a second. Normally I'm pretty glowy as far as my emotions are concerned, and I love happy things, positive thoughts, kind of look at the world in rose-colored glasses. But I do live in the great state of Oklahoma, right here in the city of Jinx, and we just lost an officer. And, all the lives that are being lost is just totally making me stress out. Like, anybody ever just have that moment where the world since March has just gotten super heavy? So, a moment of silence and just to honor those that are good in the blue, right? I'm just going to do that right now. So, for me, it is trusting. I have a huge loyalty to things that I trust, to people that I trust. I buy from people that I trust. I use products that give me results, which is why I've been using doTERRA, right, for all of these years, 12 years. We started off, my son just really was a 6-year-old that had just gone through everything that you can think of with environmental issues, wet eyes, dry eyes, ear infections, you name it. And we found some essential oils that worked for him. So, that started us on this journey. And it wasn't just a journey. It was people that I meet, people I get to educate. Then it became money in the bank for me. So it was just a really cool thing that just paired well with my life after being an athletic coach for so long. So to get on this last one, there's some funk that has been going on in the air. Anybody on here, have you felt it in your chest or maybe in your head or your ears or whatever? So I'm taking, everything very serious. And so the one thing that I did was I went to the tall grass prairie here in Oklahoma, and beautiful. And I rolled up my window and all of a sudden I felt like this cabin pressure. Right? And I had a headache. I had some pressure here. Never, ever experienced this before in my life. And then I started coughing. And of course, the fear is, right? And so, one, I'm a faith believer. And two, I just decided, let me use some essential oils. So I don't know if you guys have it either one of these, rose or jade, or just the quartz, but they're beautiful to use on the lymphatic system. So we're going to talk about a glowing lymphatic system. Your lymph system goes all around your eyes, underneath the cheekbones, underneath the jaws, up here into the glands. It actually runs up underneath the arms, right? Through the elbows. So here's some cool tricks. We're just going to go over my top 9 that we've been talking about for this week. Last week it was skin. I love the way my skin feels, right? But I don't like this puffiness that I felt. So the first thing I did was I took lemon, which lemon is great in my water. It's great in tea, but I just roll it and put it right here. Then I smell it because it's so fresh and so beautiful and so full of sunshine. And lemon is great for anti-inflammatory. Of course, nothing is meant to heal, cure, or prevent, right? Using something to pure and potent for the body is to help supplement the body's wellness, right? That's why you can live a glowy life. But the one thing about lemon, it also brings me just a little bit of happiness, right? So using lemon right here on that gland area, and like I've told you guys all month long, you can find some super cool information from the Essential Life book. There's Modern Essential. You want to make sure that it's tried and true and it has the science and the medical to back it up. You don't want to just Google it, right? But the other thing that I know about using doTERRA is that supplemental facts on the side of my bottle, and it tells me, hey, this has been proven safe for you, right? No different than drinking lemon in your lemon water. So wild orange was another one. So these are everything that I've been using since Saturday. So I put a couple of drops of wild orange, which I love using wild orange emotionally because if I'm frustrated or overwhelmed, it's just super good. So use those two things, and then I would take this little roller. But if you don't, you want to make sure that you go up and out, right? Because that is how things are done. I mean, that talk to your esthetician, talk to your dermatologist, but I can roll that right here. Oh man, and use this little end, and sometimes you can put it in ice water. Dang, I'm telling you what, ice water in the morning was the bomb. Okay, so the other thing that I have been doing for the last few days is I've been taking Breathe. And this is the Respiratory Blend. So this is the thing that got us started on the whole deal. My son was 6 when this happened. And you just roll it right over your chest, right? And that opens up the airwaves. But this is also what I use before workouts. But I put one dot right here and one dot right here. And this comes, for me, it's easy because it comes in a stainless steel roller. Whoop. Right? And it's easy application, right? And I just kind of roll that in there next to those sinuses, right? You want to make sure you don't get any of these in your eyes, right? What would happen if you squared a lemon in your eyeball? It would burn. What about an orange? Probably burn, right? So you want to make sure that you get those in there well. So Breathe, it is a multitude of so many oils, and I'm going to read it to you because my brain is on squish right now. So it has laurel leaf, it has eucalyptus, it has melaleuca, lemon, it has cardamom, cinnamon, ravinstara, and it is amazing. Like, it just opens everything up. And if you don't want to put it on your face, that's fine. You can just take it and roll it in your hand and do that pollen diffusing, right? It's a way to glow up your respiratory system, right? Like, glow it up. It's good. So the next thing in the Glow series that I want to talk to you about are, you guys have seen this if you watch the cooking, which join me tomorrow because I'm going to do that too. But oregano and thyme. And these are just, herbs that grow out in the garden, right? But oregano and thyme together are beautiful naturally antibacterial, naturally antiviral, naturally all of these things. So, years and years and years of nature's medicine, I thought, why not try it, right? And, for me, like I said, nothing's meant to heal, cure, or prevent. But I've tried over-the-counter stuff. But I've never had this feeling like it was a headache and just puffy and everything felt sore. And I was like, oh, do you have the COVID? I don't have the COVID, by the way. So all I did was I took this little gel cap, which I make sure that I have vegan gel caps, right? And I put 2 drops of thyme. And this is super good to cook with. So 1 drop of thyme is equivalent to 2 tablespoons of dried thyme. 3 drops of oregano. Now, oregano by nature, if you guys grow it in your garden, it can be hot and spicy, right? Just dropped it. Hold on. We have to start all over. All right. Oh, look at that. Stayed in there. That's hilarious. All right. So I want to make sure that I'm going to just coat my belly when this goes down and my throat with about 3 or 4 drops of fractionated coconut oil. You can use an extra virgin olive oil, but oregano can be spicy, so you don't want it to spice down your throat, right? And I mean, I like really spicy stuff, but this is a different kind of spicy. So I'm going to take it. And I have some hibiscus acai tea. So I just take that, and I've been doing that for the last, since Saturday, about every 6 hours, and make sure you swallow. Get stuck. But it's a great way to just bring in something natural. If you don't want to do it like I just did, you can take those 2, put those 2 oils in your hand and put it on the bottom of your feet. Now, for some of you that have seen me, we all know that I don't leave home with digesticin because I have scar tissue from, I just have some stomach things going on. And I put this in my belly button, but I have a tip. If you are dealing with pressure through here, holy smokes, this was the best trick ever. I put a little bit of digesticin right here where I was like puffy and yucky, right? And I took this handy dandy little roller, which I thought it was for wrinkles, but it's not. It's to push, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, like seriously, I'm going to go to sleep after this. It was great. So you just push it all the way through. Make sure you get up underneath that chin because that lymphatic system goes all the way through, right? Use the little one. Get in there. Woo. Use it around your eyes. Oh, I just go back and forth because, you know, with so much eye strain with screens right now, it is really super delicious. So the last few things that I want to share with you is, you guys know I have a passion for Onguard, which is the protective blend, which has been in my diffusers. It's been in spray bottles. I actually have a roller ball that it comes in as well. It made an ease of application, so I just don't use smelly hand sanitizer. I use this instead. And so I just rub it right here. I mean, Onguard is just a great way to do it. This can also be used on the bottom of little's feet, but feet, like that was plural. That was a grammatical error. So feet. And, you know, Onguard is one that I know, now this does have cinnamon in it, or it has clove in it, but I wanted to just rub it around my jaw right here, where it was just super sore. And that clove actually helped kind of like numb it a little bit. You know, like you give kids like clove for their teeth. And so I just rub it down the glands along with that lemon and that wild orange. And then the last thing, because I wanted to see what kind of tricks I had in my sleeve, you know, I put frankincense right here over my eyebrows. And I'm telling you what, not only, I think, like, I have less wrinkles in a day. Just kidding. But, and I know that's a lot of oil for somebody, but this was the way I did it since Saturday because I was really careful. I don't want to be, I don't want to have cooties around people, but at the same time, I didn't want to feel like the way I was feeling. So for me, it was just really learning, like, what do you have in your arsenal? So, because I've done this for 12 years, right? And I have a lot of expertise, a lot of people in my pocket to talk with, a lot of doctors, a lot of nurses, a lot of holistic practitioners, chiropractors, you name it. I mean, like, there's a ton of people in my life that I can go to. But I can also go straight to doTERRA and look at their information. Or I can go to a book, right, and get the information. So I think it's really important when you start off in your essential oil journey that you start with one oil, or maybe you start with your top 5 or the top 10. And I think it is important to be able to learn to lift the lid, like lift the lid on digestion. Can I put it in my belly button? Can I rub it on the bottom of my feet? You know, give yourself some grace with it, just like anything else. You know, it may work for me, but it may not work for you, right? So you move on to the next thing. And you've got to have people in your pocket, you know, that want to give you some time, right? And they always want to be on guard for you. Look how corny I'm being tonight. But I think that, you know, being that wellness coach, being that natural solution-minded person, being a health mentor, you know, a hope dealer, having another, a second dose of goodness, you know, outside of my doctors, outside of over-the-counter stuff, it's not weird to me anymore. You know, and it came from because I took the chance and I used it. Wild orange, you know, not only is it great for rubbing on that system, but it's also great to put in your water. You know, lots of water right now because the around here it's humid and it's 100+ degrees, so you want to hydrate a lot, right? Lemon's another one that you can put right in your water. 1 drop. Start with 1 drop. And oregano. You know, cook with it, put it on the bottom of the feet. But remember, with oregano, you want to pair it with a carrier oil, right? Pair that. So you want that glowing body. You want to get that good respiratory, good immunity system going. You want to be able to combat some things that are environmentally, you know, like the Sahara sand that's flying all over everywhere. Like, who knew that was coming in from Egypt? So you want to make simplicity also. So there's a lot of these that come, like oregano comes in a roller ball, and it's already diluted for application with a fractionated coconut oil. So guys, you don't even have to touch it if you don't want to. You can just rub it on the bottom of your feet. Largest pores of the body. The skin's the largest organ. It's going to go into the bloodstream. It's going to help. It's like Pac-Man. Environmental issues are all over everywhere, and we want something that's good, right? Like we get fresh fruits and fresh veggies and drink water. It's no different. All of those things supplement us on a nutrient level, right? Same with essential oils. So we want to be able to teach you how to do this, and we were going to open up to reserved only classes in July, but in Jinx the numbers have gone up, in Oklahoma the numbers have gone up. So I'm going to keep on doing this. Hopefully people will like and comment and share, because I think it's an important thing to help other people get their names out there, but also to help educate people that may or may not have had a good response with it. And so I am doing something that I've never done before. So these oils, if you want to message me and ask me about them and how you can do this, I've got something that I want to share with you. But also, I want you to tell me, what are the things that you want to learn? All month in July, it's about time freedom, health freedom, financial freedom. We're going to be doing all sorts of fun things that are red, white, and blue oriented, back to school stuff, because I'm standing, with teachers and students and parents that we are going to go back to school. So it's really important that we leave this on this last day of June as a very glowing opportunity to do more and to learn more and to be educated as the world opens and as it shuts, right? Because I think that everybody has their version of what keeps them happy, what keeps them excited, and also their version of what keeps them overwhelmed and exhausted. And just remember, you guys, you can do something so simple as just putting it in a diffuser and turning it on, and you've got that aroma that's going to go into the room. It's going to help cleanse that air. It's going to help bring you to a different level, right? But it only works if you lift the lid, right? All right. I'm going to close this down because it is 20 minutes after 6, but I do want to be able to answer your questions if you guys have any. If you have enjoyed this glow series, let me know, especially the one about the skin. I think that was like a huge popular one. And we're going to continue cooking every Tuesday and Wednesday, and just bringing some of my magical unicorn stuff into your universe. So hopefully you guys will join me. And I am going to start bringing some of this to my main page at Karrie Shoes, because I think there's a lot of people who don't realize what you can do with nature and things that are coming out of your garden and things that are bottled and pure and ready to go for you. All right, guys, have an amazing night. Enjoy your 4th of July. If you are in the Tulsa metro area, it is 45 minutes till the polls close, so go vote. All right, talk to you soon.